Hello, families. I'm going to read today a story called Get Inspired with Max. It's written by Todd and Jackie Courtney, and it's from the Max From Children's series. As I read, I'm going to give you some ideas and things to do with your student as you read through various books. This book is full of rhyme, and it's so beneficial to stop and have your student hear and listen for those rhymes. As we go through, I'm going to give you lots of tips and tricks. So remember, only pick one of the tips that I give you to do each time you go through the story. You'll not want to overload your student with all of this, but just some of the different ideas as we go. So first we start with talking about the title of the book. Get Inspired with Max would be the title, and Todd and Jackie Courtney are author illustrators of the stories. This is our title page, Get Inspired with Max. So we talk about how it looks similar to our title, to our cover, but it just has the title and our main character on this one. It makes no difference what other people see. The only thing that matters is what's inside of me. So see me would be rhyming words. We also talk about the characters in the story. So you see Max's friends here and Max here talking to him. Now you could discuss, do you think these are his friends? Do you think these are new acquaintances? We see his little hand waving right here. So is he just saying, introducing himself, or does he know him? I make pictures in my mind of how I want things to be. That's how it starts in letting me be me. Now we see Max sitting there and we see his pictures in his mind of a sandcastle, fishing, and painting. So we have to think. So the pictures in his mind is he likes going to the beach. That's something we know about Max. We can see. He enjoys, what's this a picture of? Fishing. So is he fishing at the beach maybe? Or is this at a pond or a lake? Do you live near a pond or a lake? Then you have Max painting. Do you like to paint like Max? What is he painting in this picture? Is that just the background? Is he going to add more? All these things we can talk about. And then, of course, we have the rhyming words be and me. I know I can do what others think they can't. I say in my head like a positive chant. And here we see Max on a bike with the talking bubble here. I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. And so this is a good talking point here with your student about, have you ever had something that you didn't think that you could do? How about thinking that in your head next time? Let's try it and see if that works. So you can try to implement this in your student's life. I have the power to be big and strong. That's why it's smart to admit when I'm wrong. Now we see here Max has made a mistake. And are our students making mistakes? Of course they are. So then it's just how they handle those mistakes that's important. And we see here that Max in his talking bubble said, yes, I did it. I'm sorry. So you can talk with your student about what would happen if Max didn't say that. What would happen to Max if he didn't say that, if he lied about it? Would he get more consequences? How about Max now that he admitted it? Is it all going to just go away, or do you think Max is still going to have to do something to help with his mistake? Great talking points on this page. Everything that happens starts with me. I never point my finger at anyone but me. So you see here he says, that's okay, it's my fault. So he came out of the ice cream shop, it looks like, and he bumped into a friend. And instead of saying, you ran into me, that made me mad, he didn't say that. He just said, it's okay, it was my fault. Don't you think that friendship is going to be much better shape than if you would have yelled at him and told him it was all his fault for knocking his ice cream down? Well, certainly. So you can talk about friendships. What kind of friend do you want? Would you like a friend who would do that? Or would you rather have a friend be upset and angry with you? When I'm all by myself and free to be me, I use my imagination to see everything I want to be. You can talk about that word imagination. What do you think about? What do you want to be? What's your imagination? What are you going to be when you grow up? You have the words me and be. You also have what he wants to be. What is that? Is it an astronaut or is it an air pilot? So you can see he's thinking here. Whenever I'm sad on any given day, I use my imagination to make it go away. And there's that word imagination again. So you can talk about that word again, day, away. And then you can also talk about those that thinking bubble here. He's not saying it this time. He's thinking it. And you see he's got a picture of him and Dad piggyback riding. So when Max is sad, When Dad is leaving, he has a happy thought in his head. You can talk to your student when they're sad. What are some things that make them sad? What are some happy thoughts you could put in your head? It's best to give thanks for all that I see. That's how good things will be attracted to me. So you can talk about the setting. This is a great page for setting here. Look at this setting. Where are they going? You think so? They're going to school. We see a bus. We also see backpacks. We can also talk about how come this friend doesn't have a backpack. Is she not going to school? Maybe she's not old enough. We see that he has a lunchbox. Why does he have a lunchbox and our other friends don't have lunchboxes? I know there are no monsters under my bed. Those are just thoughts made up in my head. Head, bed are rhyming words. Now you can talk about the setting here. You see that the sky is getting a little darker, so we know this has to be nighttime. We can look at those clues. We see that Max, his book bag is hung up and he's all ready and tidied. He's checking under his bed for monsters. And is that okay to do? Well, sure, if that makes him feel better so he can get in that bed. He says that's a thought in his head that's not a good thought. Do we get thoughts in our head sometimes that are not a good thoughts? Well, yeah. So then we have to think about what we need to put in our head that are better thoughts that are going to make us feel better. So the only character we see here is Max, and we can see exactly what he's doing in our story. When I close my eyes each night, my eyes can make a special light. And with that light, I can see all the things that are right for me. So you have night, light, see, me. So there Max is, closing his eyes, thinking about friends. Yeah. Happy thoughts certainly help us go to sleep a lot faster than thoughts that are not so kind, like thinking about monsters. That's not going to help us go to sleep. Thinking about something that happened that you weren't pleased with. That's not going to help us fall asleep. Thinking about the happy things that happen are going to help us go to sleep and to feel much better. At the back of the Max Rhymes books, we have all the characters in the story, so you can go over each one. You can talk about which one was your favorite character. You can talk about why. Don't just let your students say, I liked Rosie the best. Ask, why did you like Rosie the best? Why did you like Max the best? Make sure that they give you that sentence and make it a complete sentence. I liked Max the best because he made a good choice with his friend. A whole sentence, not just I like Max. And then maybe later they would say he made a good choice, but make it a whole sentence. That's another great thing to work on with your friends. And then in the Max Rhyme books, we also have these little hidden books. So you can take those hidden books and look through the book also as you go through. Now, Todd also has these QR codes in the back. Scan these and it'll take you to his webpage, and he has a lot of neat things there for you also to do with your students. In working with his books, not only do they have the rich language in them, they have the vocabulary, they also have the rhyming words in those books, and they're just a great, great book to read. And then you also have all these extra resources he's included as well. So enjoy these books, enjoy reading with your student. Remember, more than one time is an okay thing to do with your student to read those books over and over. Reading is very important. We want to always remember that. That's what helps grow readers, and it also helps grow their vocabulary. It helps grow their spelling. It helps with everything when it comes to just being a reader. And all it takes is for you to sit with your child on your lap and read a story. Thank you.